Yes, guys. Welcome back to another live match reaction. Of course, it's finished Oxford United 0, Arsenal 3. We do go through to the next round of the FA Cup, and we will be facing Manchester City in the next round. So, yeah, guys, Arsenal getting a 3-0 win today. We're going to go through the game. We're going to go through my thoughts. And yeah, you see, I'm not in my room today. I'm downstairs watching the game. So, yeah. Bear with me, guys, but yeah, big up to everyone already tuning in. And yeah, Arsenal are through to rounds 4 again of the FA Cup after, I was going to say, convincing win. In the end, it was, you could say, very comfortable and convincing because we scored 3 goals, kept a clean sheet. But yeah, that first, I mean, up until we did get the goal, it was shocking. So yeah, we're going to go through the game. Of course, my thoughts and all that stuff, and make sure we do get the lights up. Also, getting your comments down below as well. I'm sorry, the lighting's so dead, by the way. I'm sorry about it, guys. It's so dead. But yeah, get all your comments down. Get your man of the match down below as well. I think it's quite obvious who's going to get man of the match today. But yeah, obviously, game started off. Of course, we was wearing that white kit again that we wore against Nottingham Forest last FA Cup, and we ended up losing 1-0. Always going to be a curse kit, and it seemed that way because we started off just dreadful. It was boring. It was lackluster. You know, it was just a bore fest, wasn't it? Oxford looked like the team, you know, that wanted it more, and the fans were up for it. And of course, I expected this. I expected their fans to be up for it, and it was a fantastic atmosphere. One of their biggest claims of the season. It is the biggest game this season for them, and for them in a long time, playing against Arsenal, and their fans were up for it. And that first half, they were superb. Oxford, I thought they had a clear game plan, and they executed that game plan really well. We were horrendous. You know, we were horrendous. You know, that first half didn't show anything. You know, what did we show apart from sloppy passes? You know, giving them the ball cheaply in that first half. Second half, I thought we came out a lot more better, of course, and I think the goal woke us up with Elneny. Great header from him from a set piece, which really helped us today. And yeah, after that, Oxford the heads sort of dropped. And yeah, then obviously Eddie Nketiah turned up for the last 20 minutes. Scored 2 very clean goals, to be fair, to be like Eddie Nketiah. Especially his second one to make it 3-0. That's a nice little neat and tidy finish to make it 3-0. And yeah, overall, it was it was a comfortable win in the end. But yeah, that first half was not good enough for me. I don't care though, because we won the game. And yeah, big up to Oxford as well. I want to say I've got big respect for Oxford. You know, big up to their fans, big up to their team. All the best for them in the season. And they are, you know, League One, and they are 14th in League One. So I still thought I said my preview. I said, you know, we'd win, you know, 3-1. I thought we would concede tonight, but I thought Matt Turner was superb in goal tonight. You know, when he did have to make some saves, he actually made them. Was very composed when he did receive the ball, and with his distribution was very good. And yeah, I thought the goals took him really good, as I said, guys. And yeah, if you were neutral, I do think you probably got bored in that first half, because I did as well, and I'm an Arsenal fan. And Oxford gave us a fantastic game, so big up to Oxford. And yeah, but look, I think in the end we showed our quality. Our bench was really strong, because the lineup we changed, of course, which I didn't expect to happen. We played Matt Turner in goal. We played Tomiyasu was in the squad. Holding was back in the squad. Gabriel was there. Tierney actually got stuff. Tierney had a decent game as well. I don't know why he got, you know, took off. He should have played the whole 90 minutes. Hopefully he will play against Tottenham, because I was starting against Tottenham. But yeah, Tierney was that left back. And then obviously we played Elneny and Lokonga, 2 midfielders who hasn't played a lot this season. Also, Elneny, apart from the goal, it's just, well, you know what you're going to get of Elneny. You know, he's an average footballer, you know, that gets the job done sideways and backwards, but gets it done. He doesn't like to, you know, risk. He doesn't like to play risk football, if that makes sense. he's calm on the ball and he just gets things done and he plays safe. If that makes sense, he doesn't really stand out that much, but he got himself a good goal today. Obviously, Lokonga for me needs to go out on loan, in my opinion. I thought today he looked sharp in the first. Well, didn't even look sharp. I mean, I thought he wasn't that great, Lokonga, just in my opinion. I think he needs to go on loan. And then obviously, we played Fabio Vieira, got himself 2 assists there as well. First half, didn't even get involved in the game. But as soon as he did get the ball, I thought when he got the ball, he actually showed off his quality. And he does look good when he does receive the ball. It's just moments that first half, barely saw him. But I'm watching the goal again, the first one. It's a great cross here for Fabio Vieira. What's a cross that is? And then he gets in front. I thought it was actually, who headed it? I thought it was Tomiyasu who got the header, but no. It was Elneny. And yeah, that's when Oxford, for me, that's when the head dropped. I thought that's when Oxford's head did drop. And we ended up getting 2 other goals from Eddie Nketiah. But yeah, then we played obviously Fabio Vieira, we played Nketiah up front, as always. And then and then on the wings we played Saka Martinelli. I was shocked that we played Saka Martinelli. I thought we would rest him, to be honest. I thought we played Marquinhos and maybe give Smith Rowe a chance. Smith Rowe did come on, but yeah, the second goal as well. I'm watching it again. Eddie Nketiah, you see the pressure here from Vieira. There's one back here from Elneny. Elneny finds Vieira, good touch. Vieira sees the vision of Nketiah. What a pass that is, by the way. But that is a really good pass for Vieira. And then Nketiah takes on the keeper. And then, slots it away for 2-0. That is a very good goal. Very, very neat goal. Very clinical finish there. But that was in the chat as well. But yeah, really, really good goal that was for our second goal. And Nketiah doing that classical celebration as well. But yeah, that was a good set. I don't know if they showed the third goal as well. But yeah, the third goal was that nice little chip as well that Eddie Nketiah did as well. But yeah, we got everyone watching as well. Over 15 people. Just would love to see, as always. Smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below of the match. FA Cup, Arsenal are through to the 4th round. We will be facing Manchester City in the next round. And yeah, stay tuned to the end of the video as well, because I'm talking about a little bit about Mudryk as well. Mudryk. Let's get the Vaseline out. Yeah, because Fabrizio said a bit more about Mudryk. And I'll also give you my thoughts about João Felix at the end of the video. At the end of this live stream as well. We've got 20 people watching. Everyone, smash the like button right now. Smash them. Smash them. Let's read through your comments before I keep talking about the game. We got man Villa boys. Villa, good evening. Emery actually lost. He actually lost it, didn't he, to Stevenage. And that was a poor, I don't know what happened to you guys there. I know Den Long got sent off for you lot. But yes, Josh, sorry I can't come on live, but I appreciate you watching. As always, man. Big up to you. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Clinical second half. Big up Seb as well, my man, the co-host for the podcast. Yeah, look, Seb, I'm doing a podcast Friday. We're going to try and get that Tottenham fan on. And yeah, it should be good. They did a preview to North London Derby as well. That'd be good. Wasn't the prettiest of performances at times, but a much better second half. Yeah, of course, we were talking in a WhatsApp group chat as well. And, we both saying it's not good enough. But yeah, in the end, the boys, we got the job done. And that's all we can ask for, innit? The main thing is that we didn't lose today like we did last season. Like last season against Forest, I remember we played the exact same way in that first half like we did today, and we ended up losing 1-0. But this time, I know Forest are better. I know Forest are a better side than Oxford, but it was looking that way that it was going to be similar to that game than it was last season. But big up Ryan City Goers, as my prediction is right. I said 3-1. You did. Big up to you, Ryan, my man. I said 3-1. I thought he was going to concede, but yeah, I said 3-1 to Arsenal. It's 3-0. So yeah, Man City. Yes, Ryan. I've got to get you on the channel, my friends. Oh my God, 40 people watching. This is mad. Big up everyone watching. Smash the like button up. But yeah, Ryan, mate, I've got to get you on. I've got to get you on for Man City Arsenal FA Cup 4th round preview. It's going to be lit. It's going to be the tie of the FA Cup. That's for sure. So yeah, big up man, onto the ball. Gooners. Yes, big up to you, man. Liverpool 2-2. You've got a replay to play. You've still got to go to. Is it Anfield? No, it's not. It's at Wolves, isn't it? Yeah, you've got to go to Wolves and play them away from home. After that performance, mate, you are not winning that. Mate, Wolves should have won that game. You lot got so lucky. Wolves had a goal offside. Oh, don't get me started about that game. Cody Gakpo settings and all that stuff. Ryan, we are still winning the league. Yeah, we are winning the league. We will see it until the end of the season. Mate, Ryan, come on the podcast, right? Come on the podcast for Friday, right? Me, you said we've got a Tottenham fan as well coming on for the preview. So Ryan, come on and we can discuss. We can have this debate about the Premier League winners and all that stuff. We are muddy, mate. Forget about us. Oh, mate. As I said to you the other day, right, Scott, like Arsenal and Liverpool have literally swapped places. I don't know how it's happened, but we're challenging Man City for the league title and you're fighting with Chelsea. You know, it's kind of like Chelsea. Chelsea's is the new Man United and Liverpool is the new Arsenal. Because back in the day, it was Arsenal, Man United fighting for like 8th and all that stuff, and Liverpool, Man City fighting for the league. And now it's Man United are actually first, so they're in and amongst. I know they're still a few points, below us. But if they get a few wins together, they could be up with us as well, and it could be Arsenal, Man United challenging as well. It's kind of like we swap places. It's mad, bro. It's mad. What's happened to you lot? I don't know what it is. Is it because your squad's aging? Is it? I don't think it's Klopp. I think Klopp's, a class manager. I mean, what he's done for your club is fantastic. Champions League, Premier League, and all that. The way how he's inherited some of your players, and the fact how he spent his money, and the fact how he sold players like Jordan Ibe for like 30 million and Solanke for 30 million. It's a really good business. But I don't know what it is. Is it your squad that's aging? Was Mane a big miss for you? I think it's a mixture of a lot for Liverpool. I do think you will be back though. I do 50 mil net spends. Jeez. Cody Gakpo settings, man. Come on, Cody Gakpo. We got Leeds. That'll be a big game, actually. I do think you will win that. Big up man Mohammed, he says 4th round Arsenal 2. He's gone with a 2-1 Arsenal. Come on, my friend. Yes, Mohammed, big up to you. I've never seen my chat before, so big up to you, Mohammed. But yeah, all day long, we will beat Man City in the FA Cup. We always do beat them in the FA Cup as well. Always beat them in the FA Cup, no matter what. Remember Alexis Sanchez, 2017, we won 2-1. And we beat them in 2020, didn't we? Under Arteta, semi-final. And that was when it locked down Aubameyang 2-0. So we always beat them in the FA Cup. So I do think we will beat them in the FA Cup again. Ryan, we are nothing so far says yes, we won't. I agree with you that. I do agree with you, Seb. The only thing that really would lack my confidence of us going all the way is injuries. And if we don't sign anyone in January, then I believe that we could crumble at the last stage. Man City have been very consistent for the past 5 years, for the past 6 years, 7 years. They've been winning league title after league title. Why? Because of their squad depth. Their squad depth is absolutely insane. You go to that not Carabao Cup, was it? No, FA Cup. Yeah, you go to the FA Cup game when they played against Chelsea, right? And they won 4-0. You go to their bench, Haaland, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Ederson was in goal. Who else? They have one more that I'm forgetting. Guys, you know what I mean. Their bench is absolutely insane, and even when they're playing their 14, they could bring on Julian Alvarez, they could bring on Riyad Mahrez. They've got who else? They've got in the midfield as well. They've got so many options. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like Bernardo Silva as well is another one I forgot. Like it's just crazy. Their squad depth. This is the squad depth that we need, and that is why they've been challenging been winning the league title. Of course, they've got the world class, one of the best managers in the world, Pep Guardiola. Of course, that helps, but their squad also does help as well. Friday, yeah, I think you'll win that. Better said, we've got my man Tom as always, my man, always supporting the channel. Better second half from Arsenal, Eddie, man, the match for sure. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, I need to do player ratings as well. I've been waffling. I need to do player ratings. I need to do player ratings in a minute, yeah. We've got Man United away at Old Trafford. Oh, that would be a class game. Yes, that would be a very good game. I see that Old Trafford, I think that'll be a draw. Actually, I think it'll be a very good game. Of course, last time it was like, was it 6-3 to Man City at the Etihad and the Ten Hag? It was, weren't it? Yeah, you lot got battered. No, not you lot. Man City, Man United got absolutely battered against Man City. Hold on, let's have a look. Have I missed? Yeah, Arsenal always, away. That's true. We always do, man. Yeah, last time we beat them away, 2013, years and years ago. Now Thomas Rosicky, Rocket. Now it's 1-0. So yeah, we do struggle away against Tottenham. It's an North London derby. Form goes out the window as well. Man City do as well. I think Bukayo has got injury. Yeah, he did get injured, but I think it's cramp, my friend. I think it's just I hope it's cramp. If it was cramp, then people would say, "Oh, he should be able to should have continued then." But I think we just took him off for just precaution, just in case, because we got a massive game, of course, North London derby. So we want to take him off and rest him for that, and not risk anything. I do think it was just cramp. I'm hoping it was, because we cannot play Marquinhos against Tottenham. There's no way we can't play Marquinhos against Tottenham. So let's hope it's nothing serious. Come on, Steph. Yes, big up. Xhaka and Zinchenko made a difference tonight. I thought the subs were really good, and I'll get onto this in a minute when I do play ratings, but I thought the subs made an impact when they came on. That comes down to the manager, Arteta, of course. But it's not Man City as good as for... It's not, but you still look at that squad of players and you still think on Man City's day, they can honestly rip you apart with that squad of players, and especially with Erling Haaland as well now. I do agree with you. They haven't been that consistent as they were, a few years ago. And yeah, this is why I think we've got a good chance of beating them this season, especially at the Emirates. Away, I'm not too sure about, but at the Emirates, I definitely think we have a good chance of beating them. I think Man City will beat United. I'm still going to go with a draw. This season, we're going to win 3 or 2 cups, guys. I think we can definitely win the FA Cup. Of course, we're already out the Carabao Cup. I think we can... Europa League, I think we'll probably... Barcelona, man. Barcelona, their squad's mad. I do think Barcelona could have us in Europa League, but Premier League is the trophy I want out of all. Of course, the Premier League is all of them, And yeah, we're not Champions League, but yeah, look, Premier League. Let's win the Premier League. If we win the Premier League, I'm gonna literally love life, because this is the first ever time I've seen Arsenal playing this well in my life. I'm 15 years old, born in 2007, and this is the first time I've seen Arsenal really challenge for a league title, properly. Because 2016 we did challenge, 2015 we did challenge, but this season we've had the best start in history. We've picked up the most points in history, even better than the Invincibles did, by the way. And Invincibles didn't lose a game for the whole fucking season. And yeah, but the draws, they had many draws. So of course, I've waited 15 years for Arsenal to win the league. So yeah. Are you confident for the North London derby? I am very confident, actually. Surprisingly, I'm never confident. I'm very confident going into the system. So I do actually think we will win. Surprisingly, I think it'll be a very tough game. Of course, I don't see us going there. You know how we win like 3-1 against them all the time. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game, a very feisty, as it always is. I think, of course, I'll do my preview, but I actually do think we're going to win. I do think we will win, but I think the Man United game, I'm more confident. Surprisingly, I'm more confident for the Arsenal-Tottenham game, Tottenham-Arsenal, than I am for the Man United game. For some odd reason, I just think Man United are starting to play really well now. And they will obviously beat us at Old Trafford 3-1. Ten Hag has got a proper... he's bought these proper players now. Casemiro's on fire. Anthony's of course scored against us. Rashford's on absolute fire right now. So I'm actually more confident for the Tottenham game than I am Man United. Yes, why not? Why not, boy? Yes, we can do this. Come on, you Gunners. Even though they're nothing, I think Tottenham will be Arsenal. Hopefully, nah, no way. Fuck Tottenham. fucking banter club. No, Ryan, it'll be a draw or Arsenal. I can see it being a draw, 100%. So don't worry if Tottenham and Northern Derby anything can happen. Yeah, I think, of course, form goes out the window. Of course it does. In any derby, especially Northern Derby as well. No matter what, or no matter how good Arsenal or Tottenham are playing, Northern Derby is Northern Derby, innit? Everything goes out the window. And yeah, simple as that. But I'm confident. Same with you in your derby this weekend. Yeah. So yeah, they're showing the fourth round draw. Preston have got Tottenham. Man United have got Reading. Derby have got West Ham. We have got, of course, we got Man City away. Oh shit! I didn't realise it was away. I thought it was at home. So we got to play them away then. Shit! Fuck that shit, man. Away at the Etihad in the FA Cup. I'm actually not confident now. But why Arsenal was so Grealish in the transfer business? Oh, you think we should sign Grealish in the transfer window? Mate, what's about Mudryk? Everyone's raving about Mudryk right now. I'm going to get to him later. I think Man City will win the Carabao Cup. I think it'll be Man City Newcastle final, in my opinion. Do you know what? I'm going to leave a link quickly in the chat as well. If anyone does want to come on, give their thoughts down below about the game. I will be doing player ratings right this second now. Leave a ratings down below. But everyone who's watched today, I appreciate the support. We had about 40 people watching at one point. But yeah, I'm leaving for the link there. Anyone who does want to come on, then feel free. We're going to knock out Arsenal in the FA Cup. Mate, we'll see. We're going to beat you in the league title, as Seb says. Yes, you win that and Arsenal win the Premier League. Yes. I prefer that because, of course, we've won the FA Cup the most times. It would be lovely to get another FA Cup and to keep the run going. But you can win that. We're beating the league. Exactly. So, yeah. Let's do player ratings then. Of course, leave your ratings down below. If you don't have to agree with me, leave them down below. Anyone does want to come, the link's right there. Click the link if you want to give your say. Just be respectful for it, guys. I let anyone on, no matter what fan you are, as long as you're respectful towards me. And we have a good debate and all that stuff, and we can just talk about the game we love. So, yeah, that's why I do it. That's why I love doing YouTube. Get you guys' thoughts about the game and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, let's get right into the player ratings there. So, Matt Turner in goal. Clean sheet, I thought was really good, in my opinion. I didn't have a lot to do tonight, but when he did, he dealt with it. And for me, Matt Turner, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I thought and he's looked very, very. That's another. He's clipped. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think he's conceded 1 goal. Yeah, he's conceded 1 goal this whole tournament. And guys, Seb, how you doing, my man? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's good times for us. And I think tonight it wasn't pretty at times, but it was a better second half. And once we got the first goal, that was when it was really just one-way traffic. And I have to say the subs of Xhaka and Zinchenko helped as well because it gave us more tempo, a bit more fluidity, and linked our play a little bit more because. Have to be honest, in the first half, it was rather flat. It was similar to what you saw last year against Forest. And I did actually fear that. I always knew we were going to go through as long as we scored before 65 minutes. But I did always fear in that if that was probably Nottingham Forest again away, or even a good championship side, then we could have been punished. But they got the job done. The manager clearly had a word to say with them at half time. I just really hope there's no injuries and Saka limping off.
Yeah. I do think that was just cramp though, wasn't it, Seb?
I really hope so. But I think this just also does show that we still need to add to the squad.
Because definitely.
I have to be honest.
I mean, that midfield today, Seb, for me,
it was dead. Until Xhaka came on, it was absolutely dead. I was getting
going alone for me. I'll send them out on loan. I don't think he's ready yet.
I don't think El Nene's good enough. Good goal, fair enough.
Yes, good goal, but
overall play was not good enough.
Definitely midfielders in the window, man.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, I'm just doing player ratings, Seb. So of course you can join me, give your ratings as well. So before I do that, I've got so many comments. Be like everyone in this chat. Mohammed says Man City can't beat Arsenal in all 3 games. You're going to see you guys. Yeah, I don't think they will beat us in all 3 games.
Won't.
They won't. I think.
In the league, we are winning at the Emirates. In the
Yes.
league, we are winning at the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
Yes.
I'm so confident. We should have beat them last season. We should have beat them at the Emirates.
Exactly, robbed. But this year we're better. We're better now. So we'll be fine.
RD12 big up Shuri says, guys, no need to panic. Saka's fine. Yeah, that's good, man. I mean, we need it for Tottenham because I was
he does usually pull through. Remember when he went off against Nottingham Forest? He thought,
yeah.
Next game, back in the team.
Villa Boy says, yes, Seb. Yeah, Seb. What a legend. Of course, Seb, you're getting some love in the chat by.
Thank you, appreciate it. Am I still getting love from Ryan? Or was he?
Oh yeah, Ryan.
Well, Ryan, what's he doing?
Hey, what? He's got a little bit quiet now since you've.
Yeah, well, he knows the truth. He knows the truth. He knows I'll come back for him.
Big up Mohammed, the invisible. I think he means invincible gunners. Yeah, big up to you, Mohammed, my man. For 60 minutes, I thought the tempo was dead. Mate, it was shocking the first 60 minutes. But as soon as we got the goal, and as Seb rightly pointed out, the substitutes made a big impact. I thought Xhaka came in on, Zinchenko. Yeah, of course, I'm so happy Smith Rowe came on. He had a very good chance as well. That just about went wide.
Yeah, he did at the end. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I'm glad Smith Rowe's back. But yeah, City did beat us in the Carabao Cup final. That was the only competition I remember that's beating us in. Yeah, that was 3-0, wasn't it, under Wenger?
It also beat us a couple seasons ago in the quarterfinals, 4-1 at the Emirates. That was
the Carabao Cup only, though. I'm pretty sure the FA Cup, we've had really good record against them.
Yeah, we beat them twice in the semi-final, but
yeah, even on Tell it was that. He scored 2-0.
Yeah,
but Alexis Sanchez also scored that really good goal.
Yeah, and Monreal.
Yeah, 2-1 that game was. That was really good. Mohammed says not tempo, but the experience. I mean, I guess you could say that because we did play a much, rotation.
We had to really, because after what happened last year, and one thing what we do, I will say about Arteta is he does learn from his mistakes, so he will correct it next time. He definitely remembered that, so I could see him starting Saka and Martinelli and Gabriel at the back.
I would throw Gabriel in my man of the match.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was absolutely commanding back there.
But Eddie is mine. Yeah, I think Eddie will get man of the match because he scored 2 goals.
He did get it. He got it.
So yeah. Anyway, let's move on then to player ratings. So goalkeeper Matt Turner, I gave him a 7 out of 10. Clean sheet. I thought we actually looked very, very good. Didn't have a lot to do tonight, but yeah. What's your thoughts on Matt Turner, Seb?
Yeah, a fairly commanding performance. Not a great deal, but he did what he needed to do. So yeah, so standards either 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously back four. Of course, we changed it around a little bit. Tomiyasu was in the squads. We played Holding. Tierney was back in, and then obviously Gabriel. Starting off with Tomiyasu.
He was okay.
It's a bit meh, wasn't it, from him? It didn't really stand out.
Some of his crossing was not good.
It was shocking, crossing. Yeah. So I'll give him a 6 for me. I don't think you
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
6 we'll say, because
we won the game and all that. But yeah, 6 for me. Let us try and buy Dzeko, Ibrahimovic, or Benzema. This guy's dreaming, bro. I swear, Benzema. Mate, if that happens, that'll be lit.
You have the chance to sign all 3 of them in the past.
Back in the day, mate, yeah. Benzema was linked for the whole transfer window and it never got done. Every day it's Benzema.
Yeah, I remember that window, yeah. You didn't really want to leave Real Madrid, but he could have been done if we put the money down that year.
Definitely. And then centre-backs, Gabriel, starting off with him.
8.
I thought he was very solid. As you both said, you and Arnie12 said, he said, man, a match. I thought he was very. I mean, Gabriel's been very good since he especially came back from. Didn't play in the World Cup, but the World Cup break.
Apparently Arteta said Bukayo is fine.
So he's fine, yeah. He's fine. Yeah. Good. That's fine then. But yeah, that's what I was saying about Gabriel, right? He's came back from the World Cup, and for me, he's been the best centre back. I think Saliba hasn't looked like he's looked alright, but I think Gabriel's definitely stood out to me a lot more. So. Today again, solid. Give him a solid 8. And Holding, I don't know if Holding. I just
he was okay. Again, I don't think he was.
didn't do anything wrong that I can remember of.
He
I'll
was
give
okay.
I don't usually 6.5. I don't really usually do halves, but I'm
6.5. Yeah.
Obviously Tierney. Look, I love Tierney, but this is sort of similar to Tomiyasu, weren't it? I mean,
I don't think he really covered himself in.
Not
I
really.
think what was disappointing, I just don't really think tonight the players that needed to perform, the fringe players or the players that haven't been around in the first team, I don't think they really stepped up and made a bold claim for them to be knocking on the starting place. And I don't think we've seen a lot of that this season. But we know Tierney is still very capable and still very good. But again, some of his crossing was not good.
Yeah, I was shocked about that because I know Tierney, and every time especially him as like he can cross the ball really, really well. But today he was just, I'll give him. I don't know what be your rating? I said 6.5 again, man.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll push it up to 7. Let me push it. I'll push it up.
Push up a little. I guess we push up to 7, but. Midfield then, Elneny, before the goal, I thought he was useless, in my opinion. But
he did get the goal, which
got the goal, which makes
I'll push it up to 6.
Rating I'll give, I have to agree with you, Seb, because before that he weren't that. He was just. I mean, I said it at the start. I said Elneny he don't like to take any risk, right? He plays it so safe and simple.
He doesn't pass it forwards. He's always sideways.
Which is fine, but it's not fine for a club like Arsenal, mate. You can go and do that at a different club. Arsenal not good enough, my friends.
He's not. I'm afraid. Nice guy, modern professional. Yeah. But if we're going to be pushing on, we need better than that.
100%. Yeah, so 6 for Elneny. Lokonga, honestly, was probably. I barely noticed the guy. But I'll be honest. I honestly thought he was. I don't want to be harsh. We won the game, but I'm glad he came off because, bro, he wasn't that great, honestly. And I agree. Ardy's 12 gave me a 5. I'm going 5 as well, bro.
Yeah, 5 for me. 5 for me as well.
I think he needs some more experience to go out on loan or something like that because he's not ready for this club right now. Vieira got 2 assists. I thought first half, wasn't really in the game, but as soon as the second half and we got the goal, I thought he came alive and actually did. As soon as
we should give him at least a 7 for that. 7.
Yeah, I thought I'll give him a 7.5 in my opinion. I thought
that
a very good assist for the Elneny goal, great delivery into the box, and then the second goal as well. That little pass, a little switch to the pass into Nketiah. 7.5 for Fabio Vieira. So, and I hope we do see more of him a lot. We've got Martinelli. I thought first half
we tried, but still.
I thought second half again. Third goal got the assist. I'm pretty sure, didn't he? But Eddie Nketiah's goal, if I can remember. I'll give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'll probably say 6 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Saka, of course, came off. Well, we know he's fine.
He did get the last assist. So yeah, he did.
Yeah. Saka always does. Saka's all Saka, isn't he? Didn't even play that bad today. Same with Martinelli, I guess. I'll give him 6.5.
Yeah.
And then Nketiah, for me, has got to be man of the match.
8.
I'll give him 2 goals. I'll give him an 8.5 today. You've gone with an 8, Seb. Is he your man of the match as well then? Or you give it to Gabriel?
Between him and Gabriel, but I will probably just edge it to Gabriel because I think he was the one that really kept us in the game. But it's definitely between those two, and Eddie, very good and very clinical and in the second half.
Definitely. So Eddie, man of the match for me. And then moving on to the bench, Smith Rowe came on, so happy to see him back, as I said.
We didn't really have much time to impact.
That much time. Not really going to mark him. Xhaka came on. As you
said,
he
made a difference. I thought he was good.
Big difference, Xhaka. Same with Zinchenko as well.
Yeah, again, made a difference. 7s for both of them.
Both of 7s. I'm going to have to agree. Yeah, I do agree. I thought they both made a difference. And then
Ben White.
Oh, Ben White, did he came on? Does it come on as well?
He did towards the end. Towards the end, again, not really have much time to impact the game, but he did keep a clean sheet. So I'll give him a 6.
And then obviously,
What's one more? Marquinhos.
oh, Marquinhos, yeah. Did he even touch the ball?
Again, not really had much time. Standard 5, we don't not really have much time.
And then obviously, of course, we do the manager as well. My full lineup, I was reasonably happy with.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to rotate, definitely.
Yeah.
But of course, we got the win. He's through to the next round. Clean sheet.
You have to give him an 8.
Solid 8. Yeah, I agree. Solid 8 for Arteta today. You know, and made the really good subs that made an impact as well. So yeah, 8 for Arteta. But yeah, big up everyone as always. I'm gonna fly for your comments as well. The sport's been crazy today, much appreciated. But let's go from RD12 give his ratings as well. Eddie 9, so I'm guessing he's your man of the match. Fair enough. Xhaka, Partey, and Moussa Diaby. How do you guys see? How do you guys see that midfield? Yeah, Moussa Diaby is a decent player. Plays for Leverkusen, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, we were interested in him last summer. Last summer we were looking at him.
I saw as well. Do you know that Danilo guy, right? You know, Nottingham Forest are going to get him now for 6.
Yeah, he's linked with. Apparently he's linked with Forest and Monaco. Apparently Arsenal seem to have called their interest in him, and 2 clubs are now ahead of us in the. Again, I think that will be a mistake because we do need someone in that midfield. And yes, we're also linked with Tielemans as well. But again, that seems to have gone very quiet. I think with that one, they're probably waiting until the summer. Then they're going to try and get him on a free. But we need bodies in. We need bodies in now. To be fair, especially for this title challenge, you need to make the squad a bit bigger than it. You need the squad to make the squad a bit bigger than it actually is.
100%. Big up Tevin Campbell. Haven't seen you much chat before, man. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Much appreciated. But big up to you. Thanks for joining. Le Congo 3 is just not good enough. 100% agree with you, my friend. Facts. That ref was a disgrace today, to be fair. Also, defender made a good save. I'll give him that.
And no disrespect, but look at the state of that pitch.
Horrendous. It was
horrendous.
But yeah, we did get the win in the end, I'm guessing. So
yeah, true.
Gabriel played the best, says Tevin. Yeah, as Seven and most Arsenal fans are saying, pretty solid today. Been really impressed with Gabriel. Big up to Gabriel. Marquinhos came on. Yep.
Yeah, we covered that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, go on, Seb.
Oh, sorry, no, I was just referring to his stuff. He must have done it to us. We're going on.
Yeah, so we are gonna, before we wrap it up, so I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the transfer news because I didn't make a transfer video today because it was match day. So the latest on João Felix, as we know now, Chelsea have hijacked it again. So they want to hijack all our players by the looks of Vince. This is what they do, right?
It seems like they just they're like, what's Arsenal plans? Right, what are we doing? Right, let's go in. And to be fair to them, they were. So because of those last 2 results, obviously, it's going to make them more desperate, and it's going to make them push even further to get.
I mean, Chelsea did this in the summer with Barcelona. They Rafinha and all that. And yeah, it's what Chelsea love to do. It's just.
Especially as of late, yeah. In fact, they've got a good history of doing that. To be fair.
So yeah, obviously they got João Felix, and the deal is 16 million loan deal for 5 months plus a wages of about, if I'm not wrong, is it how many wages? I'm projecting a lot of wages.
Heavy. That's why Chelsea went ahead and did the deals because Arsenal were keen to bring him in, but
so at Man United as well. I heard as well.
Both because Chelsea paid a big loan fee up front and that includes his wages. And Atletico Madrid are obviously going to demand high wages and high fee even for a loan because they paid, I think it was around 13 million for his services. So they're going to want as much as it back. And Arsenal, you can tell recently, just seem to have this cool plan about not wanting to overpay for players and not panic buying. And to be fair, you have to respect that. But we really should have got someone in by now because I said before the window opened that it was crucial we got in a player before the North London derby because the squad just needs to give it a bit of a push, but doesn't look likely that we probably are now because this Madrid deal seems to be dragging on. There's further talks scheduled, but we don't seem to be close to demanding a fee, and we can talk on about that in a minute, and I'll tell you my thoughts. But
yeah, so quickly about Felix, right? Obviously, I made a few videos about him. I actually love the guy. I want him at Arsenal, but I agreed with most people what they're saying about his like a 60 million loan deal for 5 months plus his wages. It's just something that Arsenal were never gonna do. You know, you got to be realistic with it. Something like Chelsea, I think. Yeah, Chelsea, they do fucking anything.
That's because they're desperate.
They are so desperate. Yeah, it's crazy. So, but for Arsenal, I'd never see it happening. And
there was no way Arsenal were ever going to do that.
Never. So yeah, but look, I would love Felix at Arsenal if it was a more reasonable deal. If we're going for more
Definitely
reasonable deal, I think the guy is very versatile. Can play wing, any wing. Can play centre forwards. Very skillful. Very very talented. I'm pretty sure he's still very young. He's only about 23, 24.
Yeah,
so
he's young. Yeah.
So yeah, I would have loved him. But yeah, so I think Chelsea will get him and secure the deal for him. But another player we're going to move on now to is, of course, the player we've been talking about for about 5 months. It is Mudryk. And yeah, the talk is Fabrizio tweeted literally about 9:30 today that, of course, Chelsea are no longer in the race because of they're getting João Felix, if I'm not wrong. And Arsenal have still not agreed. It's all about the fee, innit? It's all about this fee. Shakhtar won 100 million that I heard.
88 million or 100 million euros.
8 million, yeah.
88, 86 around.
And we're still trying to, bid that down. But yeah.
I think with this one, Shakhtar keeps saying, "Oh, but Anthony went for 80 million, and we think he's better than him." To be fair, you can't really compare a player in the Ukrainian league to a player in the Dutch league. It's a completely different league. And personally, Mudryk hasn't really proven it at a higher level. Yes, he's done it in the Champions League, but he hasn't really done it at a high level. So, to be fair, I don't blame Arsenal for not wanting to overpay for him. And also, Shakhtar are playing a dangerous game here because you can tell the player really wants to move, and if he doesn't get it, it can unsettle the player. We'll give you another example. I think AFTV covered this the other day, and to be fair, it's a fair point. Remember a couple of summers ago, we were linked with Hosam Awar all summer.
Yeah, all summer.
And Leon kept saying 57 million. And the move never happened because Arsenal weren't willing to pay that. But since then, he has gone boom right down, and now no one hardly hears of him. And now this summer, he leaves for nothing. So that was a dangerous game. And so these clubs have got to be careful. Yes, Mudryk has still got a fairly long contract, and they said he doesn't need the money. But these things can really, really, really unsettle a player because even if Arsenal don't do it, no one is going to pay 88 million. I don't even think Chelsea would actually do that if they were still in the race. I don't see anyone paying that. So
yeah,
we're going to have to find a compromise. We're going to have to find a compromise somewhere, but whether Arsenal get this done or not remains to be seen. But it's a sign. It was a signing. I've always said I'd rather Mudryk over Felix, even though Felix is probably more of a striker and Mudryk is more of a left winger. But the thing is, the player wants to come to Arsenal, and I can see why. His dribbling is good, his passing ability is good, he's got an eye for goal, he's very direct. So I do think he'll fit in very well at Arsenal, but it's just about how we can get the fee done and how we can structure it. I think Shakhtar also want more money up front. Well, Arsenal are prepared to do it in stages, and yes, you can see why Arsenal don't want to overspend because we don't want to go through the problems that we had last time with Nicolas Pepe, because we've seen over years when Arsenal have overpaid and panicked.
Yeah,
it's not worked out. And
I remember, Remember a few transfer windows ago, we was linked to Thomas Lemar.
Yeah.
From Monaco.
Oh yeah, Monaco. Yeah.
How much was that? I swear.
90 million. But that's what we offered on. That's what we offered on deadline day. But
what?
towards we also had 2 bids rejected around the 50 million mark in the
Could you imagine if that went through?
yeah, and since then he's moved to Atletico
He's
Madrid.
a flop. He's shocking, mate.
See another example there. Another example.
Yeah,
there.
Thomas Lamar, and yeah, look, this is what Mudryk, right? And it's clear. I mean, we all know as Arsenal fans, he's been twerking. He wants to come to Arsenal. He's made that very, very clear. You know, I don't know if you saw the post the other day, right, Seb? He posted a picture of him in a prison cell, like obviously photoshopped, and like you know the Shakhtar badge and the Ukrainian flag, and it just clear. And also like you know he's posting. We saw that he's watching the game. When we played against Shakhtar's, who's the team with Brighton? When we played against these Zebra, who used to manage Shakhtar, and he put 2 top managers. I mean, the guy wants to come to Arsenal. Personal terms not an issue, as we all know that. It's just getting the fee and the deal done in it from Arsenal and Shakhtar. And another thing as well, right? I'm looking at some of his stats. The guy's only in his career for Shakhtar has only ever played 44 games so far. And yeah, in the Ukrainian league, I'll be honest, Seb, I said it before, it's not the greatest league in the world. You know, I can name at least.
There's only 2 teams, Dinamo Kiev and
Shakhtar. I mean, no one else.
I don't know any other team in that league.
And yeah, people say, "Oh, he done well in Champions League." Yeah, fair play. You know, I saw a few goals. I mean, the guy's rapid. I know that for a fact. The guy's very, very quick. And I saw the goal against Celtic, really good goal, and Leipzig as well. He played really well against. So I don't know, Seb, but I look at it, and do you think if we do pay, for example, if we get him for about 80 million, do you think it's overpriced, in your opinion, for this type of player?
Oh, 100% yes. 110% yes. But also, let's be honest, because we've been very bad at transfers over the years before we got this new regime in, teams have also probably sussed that out, and that is why they're trying to play a hard bargain as well, because they know what we've been like, and these things can happen. And I think most people know what we've been like, and also now they know we're desperate. So that's another reason why they're trying to bump up that price as well, and trying to try and get as much money as they can. But yeah, what I think Shakhtar is doing is not right. But to be fair, you can't blame them. But
yeah,
I just hope there's some kind of compromise sometime soon.
Definitely. I mean, like, look, if we do sign Mudryk, of course, I'll be happy with it. I just think 80 million, as you said, is way overpriced.
Yeah.
Look, we can get him for minimum
50, 60. I wouldn't say go any higher than that. I even think 60 is a bit much. But
yeah, but any higher than that for me is way overpriced, in my opinion.
Way overpriced. But Arsenal do believe they can get it done with a little bit of patience. But the thing is that I can understand that, but don't forget we've got Tottenham, Man United, and Man City. So we kind of need these signings in early, and
we do.
Wait, and the longer we wait, then the harder it's going to be, and more towards deadline day. You know what teams are more like them. They'll play even more hardball. We saw last summer when we were trying to get Douglas Luiz. You saw how Aston Villa stayed strong and resisted, and also it's a little bit like I think this might be you probably weren't around when this happened, but I remember back in 2009 when Arsenal tried to sign Arshavin. That went on all January and even before, and we actually got him a day after the deadline closed, because his club, Zenit St. Petersburg, were again demanding a hard bargain, and Arsenal weren't willing to go all the way, and even towards deadline day, personal terms were agreed, but Arsenal refused to pay a couple of million. So what actually happened was that Usmanov came in and put the extra money down, and that's how it came through. It was so close to falling through because Arsenal wouldn't pay the extra money to get it done, but Usmanov paid it, and that's how we managed to get it through, because personal terms were agreed. So I think that was why it was allowed to happen just after the deadline. But
Yeah, fair enough, man.
it's exactly of that. And I think we're probably going to see something similar to that with Mudryk. There doesn't seem to be any sign though of getting a midfielder in.
No, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, of course, we don't know about Mudryk and Felix, but is there any other transfer news that we're linked to? I haven't really seen that before.
Well, there's Danilo that keeps being named.
Yeah, but I don't think we're getting him.
I don't think he's coming because we seem to have called our interest in him. And I think the fact that Jesus has got injured, it means the priority now is more of a striker, just like last summer when the priority was a winger, but because Thomas Partey got injured, it turned into midfielder. I think that's what it is. But the thing is, we need both.
I heard about Milik Fitzpatrick as well, like today, but I don't know what's happening with that.
That'll probably be more of a summer do. And
the same with Yuri Tielemans as well, isn't it? That's
yeah. The thing is, Tielemans is available now. I think. Again, these clubs are just playing hard, but they also need to be careful because they're both out of contract in the summer. So no one is going to pay any more than 15 million to try and get them, because of their contract situation. So I'm not like, would you rather take that now? Or would you rather lose them for nothing? Because both Tielemans and Milinkovic-Savic are integral players to their clubs. So
definitely, man. Yeah. We're going to read, of course, got so many comments flying through as always, guys. Big up for support as always. Mohammed says, we always need players, guys, but we're not offering the exact money. That is our problem. RD12 says, we feel sorry for Chelsea. I
don't.
Fuck Chelsea, mate. I'm glad they're fucking 10th, honestly. Is João Felix option to buy it or just a loan?
It's a straight. I think it's a straight loan, but because they're paying more up front for the loan, that's why Atletico are willing to accept. And to be honest with you, I think Diego Simeone just wants rid of him because he's fallen out with him. But
Simeone,
it's a loan without an obligation to buy.
Yeah. Apparently, Madrid are going to sign him up on a new deal and then send him out on loan. Who's this?
What, João Felix?
Apparently, Madrid are going to sign him up on a new deal and then send him out. Oh, João Felix.
João Felix. Well,
sign up on a new deal and send him out on loan. Really?
You can sign up a player before.
Yeah.
You can.
As you said, right? As you pointed out, like you don't get on with the manager. So why are they signing up?
I think they just wanted rid. I think they wanted an obligation. I'm sure they wanted an obligation to buy, but again, because the price is too high.
Yeah, it's crazy, the price. Loan and buying him, says Mohammed. I feel like Jesus will be back sooner rather than later, but maybe my hopes are getting very too much. I still think it's 25th February, isn't it, Seb?
Yeah, let's hope so, because apparently his recovery is going very well. But
good. Yeah,
I think we're going to have to wait till the end of February, beginning of March before we next see him.
Eddie versus Romero on Sunday. Your defense is in trouble, and Ketty is in the room. Apparently, Forest want Aouar. Yeah, Aouar. Yeah, mate, Aouar's just.
He was actually, he was linked to Forest in the summer. Alcim Aouar. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Look how far east has fallen. We just covered the story on him a moment ago.
Will the Gunners going to offer the price of Mudryk, guys? Well, at the moment, we're trying to get it down, aren't we, Seb?
We're trying to do it to sort out the structure of the deal. So we're not going to pay it all up front. We're probably just going to pay it in stages. There's add-ons as well, but
yeah, there's all that. Yeah,
2 bids we actually offered did include add-ons. I think one was around 55, one was around 62 plus add-ons. And to be fair, it's a fair price because also you got to consider because they Shakhtar keep using Antony as the example.
Yeah,
but Arsenal are looking at examples like Cody Gakpo going to Liverpool for 37.
That is a bargain.
Yeah, now that sounds more like a reason. Well,
how do Liverpool do this? How do they sell? You know when they sold Solanke, right? And Jordan Ibe for about 28 million or whatever.
Yeah.
How do they do this?
I think the thing with them is that they get their players signed up to contracts, and then because Arsenal lately over the years haven't been good at tying players up to contracts. They even offer too much money, then they're stuck on contracts, or they either don't give them the money that they deserve, and then let their contracts run down, and then they walk for nothing. We've seen all those examples. You see, Liverpool have done the exact opposite. Like when they sold Coutinho, because he was tied up to a long contract, they could sell him for a king's ransom. The same as Suarez, a king's ransom they had to pay, and they even got 35 million from, I think it was 35 million from Mane in the summer, who only has a year left. So, to be fair, you got to give them credit for doing that, and
Definitely.
that's how they managed to get all those players in. And this is what Arsenal need to get better at doing, because and Edu needs to really does need to sort this, because before the contracts has just been an absolute mess. And this is why we've had to sell players for nothing or rip up their contracts. And you see this new regime's repairing a lot of mess from the previous regime that they did. And we've seen it coming back and cost us. And I think this is also why we're placed quite high on the financial fair play list, because of our selling has been poor. Like you see the example of Nicolas Pepe, that's another example of bad business, and you can see Arsenal trying to avoid a repeat of that this time.
Definitely. Big up Bashir. I can't pronounce his surname, I'm sorry, but thanks for joining. Again, another new person in the chat. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Congratulations, my Gunners. Yes, we love the Arsenal as well. Big up to you. I love the new El Neni chant, by the way. Shake it, El Neni. Christian shout. Yeah. This Grealish of Arsenal owner, he supports to sell these. I do not. What's he trying to say? I think he wants Jack Grealish. So he wants Jack Grealish. He wants the owner to support Arsenal. I do not. I
don't understand that.
I know he said something about Grealish, so I'm guessing you're a fan of Jack Grealish. So yeah, Forest have put a bid in for Danilo as well. They have, yes. I've got a feeling what goes Forest. I even think, guys, the Arsenal team, they have never offered 90 million in transfer, except that one of Nicolas Pepe. No, we did against for Thomas Lemar.
I think it reported that we did, but I don't think there was any proof that we actually did. But it was reported as we did, yeah. I still don't think we actually probably did, but
I don't know if it's doing that.
They're just desperate, because again that same day we were querying about whether to accept City's 56 million rising to 60 for Alexis Sanchez. We were querying about that, and I think if we got Lemar in, then we would have sold Sanchez to City that summer. But because the deal collapsed, we cancelled the deal, and then Sanchez ended up walking for nothing. And I definitely remember that day.
Yeah, that was that was one of the saddest days for me. Alexis Sanchez, still to this day, is one of my favourite players I've ever seen. Because I'm young. I've never seen Henry. I've never seen Bergkamp. So Alexis Sanchez was, for me, the player that made me fall in love with Arsenal, because watching that guy, it was just so much joy, you know.
The guy was a genius.
He was, yeah. I just loved it, man. Like, imagine Alexis in this team right now on his prime. It'll be, fantastic. But now he's at Marseille. He's doing quite well at Marseille.
He's doing all right there. Yeah,
playing with Kolasinac and Guendouzi and all that. So. Yeah,
Suarez is there as well, I think. Yeah.
Tavares. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
he's doing quite well on loan there, to be fair.
Onto the ball. This guy's a Liverpool fan as well. So when do we play Liverpool, Seb, as well?
It's in April.
Ages away, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. Onto the ball, my friend. If you do want to come on for the preview or whatever, it'll be in April, of course. That's so long away, in it. Going to Anfield.
We should try.
That game will decide our title challenge.
Yeah, I could try and find another Liverpool fan on as well. If you want.
Yeah, let me know, man.
We'll deal with that near the
time. We've got the Tottenham fan. Are you still trying to organise that as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to organise him at the moment. I've sent him 2 DMs. He hasn't looked yet.
For Friday, right? You said Friday. Yeah, that's perfect.
Send him 2 DMs at the moment. He hasn't got back to me, but I will keep trying. And yeah, if we get him on, that'll be great.
Definitely. Remember when we lost to 3-0 Sheffield Wednesday?
3-0.
3-0. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
We won that blue kit, didn't we? And that game was 2016, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
remember.
2015, 2015.
2015. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
That game
Yeah.
was horrendous, wasn't it?
Oh, it was awful. It was absolutely terrible.
But
Again, we played most of our youngsters.
yeah, we played youngsters, didn't we?
That was when Benassa and Kamara made their debuts, and now look at them now. Look at where they are now, doing really well.
Oh yeah, what Kamara, the guy at Rangers, and Benassa is at AC Milan.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Pepe was bought on HB, still paying for him now.
Yes,
and he's at Nice as well.
Yeah, because we bought him in installments, so we have to pay 5 million. Then that was why they got that deal done.
Do you see that being similar to Mudryk then? Us paying it in installments?
Yeah, pretty much, but I don't think Shakhtar really want that. They want the majority paid up front. But with Pepe, we only paid a little bit up front. The rest is going to be paid over the length of his contract.
Mohammed says Coventry City have picked the signing of Arsenal right back and Norton Cuffy until the end of the season. Yeah, loan. I swear he was already on loan before.
He got recalled, and then we send him back.
We also recalled Miguel Aziz.
I think we're going to do that again because he's unwanted by Wigan on loan.
Oh right, he's going on loan again.
We're going to do that again with Aziz.
I hate Kolasinac still in that Tottenham. After Tottenham. Even in the game when we remember when we played him, we lost 2-1, and he made a mistake. He made a back pass to Mustafi back in.
Oh yeah. Oh,
in lockdown.
Yeah,
shocking, mate. I thought he's good when we signed him on a free. I was like, oh, this guy's in the Bundesliga team of the year.
He was decent in his first 6 months.
But 6 months, I thought he was really good actually. But and after that, I thought, mate,
Monreal was always a way better player. Even Gibbs was a better player. He was terrible. Not good enough.
Sure, Pepe meant to go to Liverpool. Was he meant to go to Liverpool? Pepe?
No.
I thought he was meant to go to Man United, and then
Pepe. Which Pepe is that?
Nicolas Pepe.
No, he was into Napoli and PSG. No, it was Man United were in for him, but it was actually Napoli, but he chose for them.
Yeah, fair enough. So look, wrap it up now, guys. We've done about an hour. Sport's been crazy. Big up to Seb as always. As I said, he's a co-host for the podcast now, as always. And yeah, that we'll be returning on Friday. We're going to preview the North London derby, the massive game. You know, it's Sunday, isn't it? The game.
Yes.
Sunday. Yeah. So I'm going to preview that. It's going to be amazing. We'll do it. We probably going to do it live. I'm hoping we can do it live if we get a Tottenham fan on as well. Hopefully, Seb. It's only it's Monday today, so yeah, we still got ages until he replies back. Hopefully. So yeah, guys, look, big up for support. Big up everyone who's commented. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, follow us up on Instagram as well. It's Talk Arsenal FC and it's Seb. And yeah, of course, big up to Seb. He writes some very good articles as well for the Arsenal Lounge. Great YouTube channel as well. Seeing they're doing really well, so big up to them. But yeah, look, guys, Arsenal did win 3-0 today against Oxford. We do play Manchester City away at the Etihad in round 4. We'll see you guys for the podcast on Friday. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Reds.